Hello everyone, MFPallytime here. Welcome back to Heroes of the Storm. Let's see if this thing actually picks up any light really quick. I'm in a dark room. Oh, it's real dark. It's real dark in here. We're in the new house. The only computer we have set up is Holly's. And all my lights and shit are still in storage on the way up, so we'll just turn that off. I just wanted to share that. Everything's going great. Everything's going real good. We're getting moved in, and I'm enjoying it here. It's actually really nice. I don't know how soundproof these walls are, though. So, I mean, I'm not loud right now, but I'm projecting. So hopefully we don't piss off the neighbors. When all my shit arrives, we have, we're good to go. Like, I'm going to soundproof my office like crazy, so that will be a thing. Anyway, first stream on the channel in the new house. Thank you all for being patient for this video. If you guys have never seen this before, well, if you don't want to watch a long, boring, drawn-out look at all of the talents and skills that Garrosh has, then go ahead and leave. You have been warned. So, initial impressions of him. I haven't played him in a game, but I have looked at his skills. Man, his damage seems low. His damage seems really low. But we'll get to that. We'll get to that. If someone in chat could tell people to refresh if they're not seeing the stream, that'll solve that problem. Oh, I do have my sponsor tag on. Good call, team. This is not sponsored by Blizzard Entertainment. Okay. So, our abilities, we have Groundbreaker. At level 1, we have 500 mana, and this uses 30. Groundbreaker deals 84 damage to enemies in the area. Heroes hit by the outer edge are now pulled towards Garrosh. So, by default, the ability looks like this. Does that seem loud? I'm going to turn that down. By default, it looks like that. If we go ahead and toggle off cooldowns, we can pull the target towards us if we hit him just on the edge of that. It's about the same as a Kerrigan E. Oh, that bitch. I would say it's almost exactly the same as a Kerrigan E, actually. So if you're good with Primal Grasp, you'll probably be pretty good with this. And that does allow you to pull targets to you on an 8-second cooldown. Our W ability is Bloodthirst. It's going to deal 162 damage to an enemy and heal us for 10% of Garrosh's missing health. Healing is increased by 100% versus heroes. So that's pretty self-explanatory. If you are missing health, you can do this on a 12-second cooldown and you will get a portion of your health back. Now, as you can see, because we were so full on health, I hit Arthas and only healed for 20. If we were missing more health, we could heal for substantially more. I'll talk about what this is in just a second. Wow, that is substantial, actually. Okay, so if we go over to the dummy now, we can heal for 392 with that auto attack. Hey, Furion, you're doing great. What is your plan exactly? Oh, you're leaving. All right. Thanks for the scouting drought. Oh, look at that. That's new. Oh, it doesn't say our hero anymore. Okay. That's odd. Our E ability is called Wrecking Ball, and this seems so strong. So, basically, this is the range, right? I have to walk up to a hero and get them in this middle circle. Actually, it doesn't have to be a hero. It can be a minion, but ideally you want a hero in that circle. And then what I could do, come on, man, is reposition him on a 15-second cooldown, which is crazy. It's like nothing. So, I mean, theoretically, you could throw people behind walls. Theoretically, you could throw someone into roots like this here, if I can get in range. Lots and lots and lots of applications. And it is going to be pretty fantastic, if I do say so myself. You do have to be extremely close So let's look at that. You'll notice a horde icon pop up here when we are in range. So that's the main thing. If you have slows on your team, that are going to help out a ton. Basically, if you can auto attack them, you can throw them. And then max range would be something like that. So 3 or 4 links of your character. Pretty strong, from what I can tell. Like I said, I haven't played him in a game. Then our trait is called Armor Up, and Garrosh gains 1 armor for every 2% of his maximum health that he's missing. So you can see right now we have 9 armor, presumably if we continue to reach in health on an incredibly slow. What does that get up to at 20? Very, very, very low health regen. If we continue to take damage, we get armor. Now, this is not spell armor, this is not physical armor, this is full-on armor. So right now we have 4% damage reduction, now 8, now 12, now 15, 19, 22. And as our health gets lower, we just continue to mitigate more percentage-based damage as this goes. And then, of course, you could use your W ability to heal for 781 health at that level range. Which, obviously, pretty strong. Yeah, you got him, Furion. You could go get him. You giving up? You almost had it. Don't give up. You got that, man. Oh, yeah, get the dummy. Here. I'll move him over there for you. Don't hit him too... Good job. Good job, Furion. You did great. I'm just going to go ahead and turn him off, I think. Let's just go ahead and put him back in bed. Let him sleep that off. He's clearly delusional today. So that's the basis. Like I said, very, very low damage output. Baseline from what I can tell. But lots of ways to reposition your enemies and set you up for a positional advantage. Which is the same advantage that Stitches gives, and the same advantage that a Wall Tassadar gives. So, historically, things that I like a lot. I have run into several situations, just in trying him out, where I wanted to move Arthas, but it grabs a minion instead. So, for instance, just like that. So, that is going to take some learning. I kind of wish it prioritized heroes. Maybe that'll be added in the future. Maybe that would be too strong. I don't really know. So, level 1 talents. What we have here is Warbreaker. Pull heroes with Groundbreaker, which again, your Q ability on an 8-second cooldown. After pulling 5 heroes, Groundbreaker deals an additional 329 damage over 3 seconds to those heroes. After pulling 15 heroes, reduce the cooldown by 3 seconds. So we'll go ahead and toggle cooldowns really quick. I don't want to complete the quests. We're just gonna do the quest this way. I don't want to fully complete the quest. So we went from dealing 178 damage to basically triple that, more or less. No, basically double that, more or less. So yeah, I mean, that does help with the damage output, but you have to hit this perfect. And I'm just assuming I can pull multiple heroes with this. I've never actually tried. So that might be a decent way of stacking up that quest pretty fast. Also, you could do this in the minion wave, no problem. Like in the beginning of the game, this is level 1 talent. You could start to stack that up right from the beginning, no problem at all, I would assume. As long as you can walk up to the minion wave, you could pull someone in. So that should, that's relatively easy. There we go. That's the stuff. That's the stuff. Yeah, so I don't see anything wrong with that. That could be okay. Then we have Unrivaled Strength. Increases the Wrecking Ball throw range by 20% and its damage by 100%. So I like that one inherently, just because, again, Garrosh is considered a main tank. You're not really meant to be a bruiser. His damage is pretty low by default. So being able to reposition someone even more could be significantly... Could give you a significant advantage. It's about double the range, and I mean, let's say you're able to pull a Morales out of position that far. That's just a dead Morales. Also, I learned that this guy doesn't reset if you move him. So you can do things like just pulling the the target dummy into your base, and then the minions will start to spawn and surround him. I don't know why you would want to do that, but that's the first thing I did. Actually, I put him over there. But that's the first thing I did. You could just kind of do that. I don't know what I'm going to test damage on now that I've done that, but you know, that's a thing. That's a thing for sure. Let's go ahead and set that back to normal. Our third option at that level is really interesting, actually. This is called Body Check. Now, activate to deal 243 damage at level 20. For comparison, our auto attack right now is somewhere around 300. Oh, exactly 300. Okay. So it's less damage than an auto attack, but you could do it right after. So basically you get a little bit more damage out of an auto attack, you know, in that window, in that same window. The damage is increased by 200% of Armor Up's current bonus. Notice that word, current bonus. And the slow amount is increased by 30% of Armor Up's bonus. Okay, so you slow for more if you have more than 25 armor. Got it. Okay. What's interesting about this is, I mean, it's just an activatable ability, no big deal. But what's interesting is there's talents that specifically alter this level 1 talent. So you could pick up Brute Force here. There might be more in here somewhere. Actually, that may just be it, other than Inner Rage, which gives you 2 charges of this. I don't believe we've ever seen another character that has the ability to augment. By the way, look at all the minions. I don't think we've seen another character that has the ability to augment a level 1 additional ability. So that's pretty cool. I like that. That's really cool. And there are some ways in the talent tree to kind of buff what this says up. And we can look at that in just a little bit. So, level 1, I honestly think it's pure preference. You'll get more repositioning power with this. You'll get more damage and a little bit more crowd control with Body Check. And Warbreaker will give you more damage with your Q ability if you consistently land the Q on targets. For me, Unrivaled Strength seems like it's the most fun and the one that I would get the most enjoyment out of, so we're just going to start with that. This stream may start a little slow paced, but he has talent tiers where stuff is specifically designed to counter various things, like if they have high attack damage or high spell power. So we can just skim right over those really quick. So in for the kill, increases Bloodthirst damage against non-heroes by 60%. Killing enemies with Bloodthirst resets its cooldown and refunds its mana cost. This augments your W ability. What this reminds me of is playing as Kerrigan. So you would run into a minion wave, and you can use your W to, like, basically last hit the minions in order to get significantly more healing. Now, the main difference between that and Ravage is, quite frankly, you're not going to be jumping to the minion that you're killing. So it is going to take a little bit more effort to get the last hit on them. And it won't always save you in ways that it currently saves Kerrigan pretty much every time. But if you are able to last hit the minions, you can get a pretty substantial amount of healing, especially if you're very, very low on HP. If you're not low on HP, I mean, I just kind of died a lot. But going in here now, oh shit, I hit Arthas. Going in here now, I mean, that's 200 health. That's 200 health. That would have been 200 health if I last hit him. We have cooldowns off, by the way. But it works the same if you are able to last hit. So like this guy, 200, messed up. That would have been 200, that would have been 200. I mean, we got a free 800 health right there just off of that minion wave if I didn't fuck up. Derek, Tantalus, why'd you change your name? It's confusing. Donates $10. Thank you for the donation, bud. The minions have killed the thing. Look at them go. Look at them ravage the countryside. No, you're not getting out of here. You're not getting out of here. Get back in there. I can't slow him down at all. At least not yet. That's amusing. I like that. Can I just body block him and have the minions kill him? Almost. Anyway. So I like that one simply for those situations that Kerrigan is fantastic in, where she can just hop from one thing in the minion wave to another. And if you could do it right, which, I mean, it takes a little bit of practice, but at level 20, it's 2 auto attacks for the... He's going to die. It's 2 auto attacks for the soldier minions in the front, and then 1 auto attack for the mage and archers. That's not that hard to do. And you can get a pretty substantial amount of healing with that. We just won the game with our push. Garrosh, like, confirmed split push hero. New meta. So yeah, I like him for the kill quite a bit. If we go ahead and reset. Then we have Thirst for Battle. Basic attack against heroes. Reduce the cooldown of Bloodthirst by 2 seconds. It has a 12-second cooldown by default. And we have a 0.83 attack speed. Really, really slow. So, I mean, we'll see. I don't think you're going to get too much cooldown reduction off of this. Oh, never mind. That wasn't bad. Maybe that's okay. And then the last option here is Indomitable. That's it, Indomitable. Activate to become unstoppable for 1.5 seconds. It is a self-cleanse. Can you use it while you're stunned, or do you need to see the stun coming? Let's find out. Yeah. Could stun. What the fuck? Just stun me! Stun me! You piece of shit! What is wrong with you? Why are you broken? What the fuck? You had one job. You had one fucking job. You fucking thing. I hate you. I hate you so much. I hate you so you stupid ass boss. You're so dumb. Alright. But to be clear, you couldn't do that unless cooldowns were turned off. He doesn't have that much healing. Stun me! Stun me! Stun me! Hey! Over here! Yeah. Yeah. Use an ability. Come on. Use a fucking ability. Fuck this game. Oh god. Oh, this game. Oh my goodness. Alright. So, you probably can't use it when you're stunned. We'll just say for the record, you probably can't use it when you're stunned. My favorite is in for the kill at that level range. Alright, level 7. This is the talent tier that I was talking about, where it's very, very straightforward. If they are hitting you very hard with auto attacks, then your Q will lower their attack speed. If they have double support, then you should go for the body check at level 1, and then you can reduce the healing that they're doing to targets when your team is trying to burst them down. If you have Oppressor, hey, then all of a sudden basic attacks against heroes reduce the target spell power by 40%, so that mage isn't dealing as much damage as before. Pantos, thank you for the other donation, and Logan Apple, thank you. Then, what I am probably going to pick in every single game is going to be Into the Fray. Yeah. It's helping hand for your throw. So let's say these two people are like fighting it out. We can be like, hey ally, get to safety, and you, get away. And all of a sudden you made this much space for your ally. Which is pretty dope. Or, you piece of shit. Yo, fuck you. I want an ally again. I want an ally. Let's bring Furion back. Furion, come heal me. I need your healing. Wait, do we not have minions? We probably need to toggle minions too. Nah, fuck it. We don't need minions. I like how these videos always get derailed by me just doing stupid stuff. Okay, toggle cooldowns. Yeah, I like that. Now you go in there. Okay, have fun, Furion. Go fuck yourself. Alright, so you can do that, but I'm on a 30-second cooldown rather than a 16. So double the cooldown, but you can reposition your allies. Pretty fun. I like it. I'll probably take that a lot. I don't know if it gets benefit from the increased range here. We could test that really quick. So let's put this guy at the corner of our range. So basically right there. Reset our talents. And take a look at that.
Choose a talent.
No, it's the same. So the range increase only affects the E ability, which the range is here now. And
choose a talent. Choose a talent. Choose a talent.
Here now. Okay. All right. Got it. At level 20, I think Decimate's a piece of shit. But again, I've only used it in practice games versus one opponent, so it may be better. Decimate, what it does is deals 114 damage to enemies around Garrosh and slows them by 30%, deals 100% more damage to heroes, and each hero hit reduces the cooldown by 1 second. It also has 3 charge. So what does that mean? That means that when you walk in to attack stuff, you could just kind of do this. And, yeah, their health bar just doesn't move. If it looked like he wasn't taking a lot of damage, that's because he wasn't taking a lot of damage. It has, each charge has an 8-second cooldown. So, I mean, you could do it relatively often. Yo, root him, or that. But as you can see, it's just like, I don't know.
Rather entertaining.
I don't know. In team fights, so let's say in team fights we get 1 second off for each hero hit. Let's say on average we could hit 3 heroes. That means each charge is going to have a 5-second cooldown, so you could use it a lot more. It also is a pretty substantial slow, which you do need if you want to get closer to someone with your W and you miss your Q. So maybe that's all worth it. Maybe in that situation this does become better. But my initial impression of that is it's not very good. Should I be worried about the mana cost of this? No, not really. That's okay. The other option you have at this level is Warlord's Challenge, and this is going to be a silence. So we all thought it was frustrating when Varian Ren could silence you and taunt you. Now there's 2 of those in the game, but this one is an AoE. It's on a 40-second cooldown, which is longer than Varian's, but it is a area of effect taunt around you. So let's say Lily's using her jugs, now she's not. I don't think you can get close enough with this to stop a mosh pit, but if you went for Indomitable, you could then make yourself immune to CC for 2 seconds, walk right in, and taunt ETC, or not even do any of that and just reposition him with that. So mosh pit is basically going to be canceled all the time. Could be strong. Could definitely be strong. I don't know which one would be better, to be honest with you. I think this does add a little bit more CC, but it's not a big gameplay maker. Like, it's not a showstopper like Mosh Pit, you know what I mean? It's just kind of like, oh, that guy's good. He's standing still for a second, we could do something now. It'll definitely be good with follow-up CC, so if you have a Valera or a Tyrande or a Muradin on your team, throwing in more stuns on top of that will be good. And throwing in, like, Roots with Malfurion or something would be pretty good as well. So my initial impressions of these, Decimate may scale extremely well in a normal game, but Warlord's challenge does just kind of seem solid. Seems reliable. Level 13, we have Groundbreaker pulls grant a shield. Pulling a hero with Groundbreaker grants a shield of 830 for 6 seconds. So let's say you picked Warbreaker at level 1. You're going to be reducing the cooldown of this by 3 seconds. That means, theoretically, in a perfect world, you could have an 830 shield all of the time. Will that always happen? No. Probably you're going to miss. You're not going to be in the right position. But theoretically, you could always have a shield. Fuck me. So that sounds good. Bloodthirst. When hitting a hero, Bloodthirst heals for an additional 10% of Garrosh's maximum health over the next 3 seconds. This has some great synergy with the other option here, Thirst for Battle. Because we didn't go for that, though, it's not as good. Because the whole intention of In for the Kill is to get health off of minions, right? Do stuff like this. That is with cooldowns turned on, by the way. I could pull him back into this, right? Oh, yeah, that was good. I taunted him, so I threw him back, taunted him so he couldn't move, then he was rooted. Yeah, that was good. So yeah, the whole idea of the minion thing is that you don't need to hit heroes to get a lot of health back. But Thirst for the Battle and dealing basic attack damage would benefit a lot from blood crates. You would just get more healing and you could do it all the time. What I find interesting here is Double Up. So Armor Up can be activated to increase its armor bonus by 100% for 3 seconds. So, are you gonna stun now? I'm gonna be pissed if you stun now. So, no, Fury, go away. No, stop. Here, stop, go away. So, we have, for instance, a 46% damage reduction here. If we now use our trait, 75% damage reduction. Worth mentioning, 75% is the highest it can go. So if Uther gives you armor, and then you use this on top of it, it's going to be wasted. But if Uther gives you armor, you can use this as his heals are on cooldown because they are very low. But if Uther gives you armor and then Tyrande hits you with the Hunter's Mark or something, you could still basically negate that Hunter's Mark by increasing your armor even higher, if that makes sense. So 75 is the cap. The cap can be lowered with other abilities, but if you exceed the cap, it basically counters the abilities that lower it. So if our health is really low, boom, we can cap our armor 75% less damage reduction there, and then we get some interesting interactions here as well, specifically with the body check talent here at level 1. So, body check. I don't see a reason to pick that up, not for this testing. Body check, again, gets its damage increased by 200% of Armor Up's current bonus. So I was thinking that we could get a shit ton of damage with this, basically. Basically, that's what I was thinking. So let's go ahead and toggle cooldowns. This is normally on a 20-second cooldown. This is normally on a 40-second cooldown. So maybe you couldn't do this all the time. But 475 damage right now. If we double our armor, 570. Now that doesn't seem too crazy good, but at level, I'm going to go ahead and skip ahead to level 20. At level 20, we can get a second charge of this. So our burst damage potential actually becomes pretty fucking cool. Body check gains an additional charge and its damage recharges 100, and its its cooldown recharges 100% faster, while armor bonus is above 25%. So that sounds good. Let's lower our health a little bit more. Okay. So this is like life and death scenario. I understand that. You wouldn't want to fight like this all the time. But that was 2,000 bonus, like 2,000 burst damage on a hero that basically doesn't have burst damage at any other time. That's a lot. That's a lot of burst damage all of a sudden. So that might be an option for a damage build. You just have to be really low on health. So you get stronger the lower your health gets. Kind of like Taz Dingo. Something to think about. Something to think about.
Choose a talent.
Let's go ahead and get back to where we were. Yeah, we were at double up. So, I would either go for the shield or for double up. This is basically like the damage mitigation that Sonya could get. Just kind of good. Usually this is a level 20 talent, and you're getting it at level 13. So that's worth mentioning. Then at this level range, we have, this is level 16, Rough Landing. Heroes pulled by Groundbreaker are slowed by 50% for 3 seconds, just giving you even more CC on top of the CC you already have. If that is alluring to you, if you're going for pure tank Garrosh, then this is pretty good. This is pretty good. Mortal Combo, if Wrecking Ball is used on a hero within 2 seconds of pulling them with Groundbreaker, Wrecking Ball's cooldown is reduced by 10 seconds. Now, this is the one that I like the most, and it can be hilarious, the amount of crowd control you get. So we already know this combo, but this takes 10 seconds off. So instead of a 6-second or a 16-second cooldown, we basically have a 6-second cooldown on our E ability. I need to get in the habit of not moving there. This combos fantastically if you want to go for the cooldown reduction here at level 1, because they would basically come off cooldown at around the same time. But I like the increased range even more. Just means you could do this kind of shit all the time. In the middle of team fights, you can constantly be throwing people around. Even if you don't do the full combo, you can have your throw up yet again. So definitely a lot of potential to keep someone completely out of the fight for a long time. And let's not forget, we also have the friendly pull as well. So let's say he's going after our ally here. We pull him back, throw him this way, and if he's still going after our ally, we can just throw our ally this way, and our pull's up again to toss him back that way. So pretty cool potential there. It's definitely a bit higher on the skill level. Like, you really need to get used to landing your Q, but I think if you get used to landing your Q, that could be really exciting. And then you have Earthbreaker. Wrecking Ball stuns enemies near the impact area for 0.75 seconds. This is quite simply the easiest of the talents here. If you're looking for easy gameplay, you pick this, and you have a guaranteed stun every 16 seconds, and it's an AoE stun as well. So once again, another way that we can interrupt a mosh pit, or something along those lines. And for Earthshaker, I mean, you don't even necessarily need to throw a hero for that. You can even throw like a minion. So if we wanted to stun ETC, he stops moving. That bitch. I hate this ETC. Oh, I hate him so much. Anyway, we could stun him. Look at that. Everyone was stunned there. But you don't have the crazy cooldown reduction. Like I said, it's the easiest talent in the tier. And it could, I mean, it's just do that if you don't want to overcomplicate the character. I think he has a lot of stuff in here that if you don't want to overcomplicate the character, just pick that, but you won't be playing at like the optimal potential, which I like. I like that a lot. Then level 20, our upgrade for our taunt is called Death Wish. Increases the duration of Warlord's challenge by 0.5 seconds, bringing that up to 2 seconds. Bring that up to 2 seconds. If an enemy hero is killed while affected with Warlord's challenge, his cooldown is reduced by 45 seconds. That means it only has a 5-second cooldown. There are definitely ways to manipulate that, to just use that all the time. So fuck you, ETC. Fuck you, I hate you. So we can pull him back here. We can throw him in our base. If our team's attacking him, we just go ahead and taunt him. And then if he dies, well, we could do all of that over again. So definitely has its place, especially for hero isolation. Really, really strong. The level 20 upgrade for the other heroic ability is, for the Decimate upgrade, is called Deadly Calm. Heroes hit by Decimate deal 20% less damage for 3 seconds. Now that could be a reason to pick this up all the time. That's really solid. That's really, really good. So maybe, yeah, I think that just swayed me on Decimate. I thought Decimate wouldn't be as good, but it gives you a little bit of damage throughout the team fight. And the 20% damage reduction for 3 seconds can be so strong. Wow, okay. I like that a lot. Is there... Oh, there's even a... there's a bar to indicate that as well. So you can stagger these really easy. Here, let me turn cooldowns off. So you could stagger these really easy. Makes it very easy to keep track of. And by the time the damage reduction falls off, we already have a 4th and maybe even a 5th. That's 100% uptime. Wow, okay. Okay. That's good. That's real good. Pick that. That's real good. Wow. I don't even know if we need to look at the other options now. Wrecking Ball now throws the 2 closest enemies if you wanted to do that. Kind of like shish kebab with stitches if you wanted to do that. I mean, I don't really think you need to. I think the whole idea of this ability is isolating a single target. The main reason people take shish kebab is that it can go through buildings. So if your enemy, let's say this is the enemy tower, right? If your enemy is here behind this tower, you can throw the shish kebab through. The first hook will hit this, it'll continue through, grab the hero, and pull it back to you. That's the main reason you would pick that. I don't see much of a reason to throw 2 people at once, though. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I like this kit. That's fun. Mir, come, I need to pull you back. No, I hate you. And then we already showed a little bit of the potential you can do with Inner Rage. You want to get your, armor up to 34? Before you would do this, and then double it with armor up. If you wanted to go down that route. So, right there. So you want to have about 1,500 health left, and then you could armor up and do the double Inner Rage thing twice. But Deadly Calm seems so good for just team fight and damage reduction. It seems so strong. So, let's see. If I was going to recommend a build, I like the throw range more than any of the other ones. Maybe Thirst for Battle. Then you would pick whatever is appropriate, but Into the Fray is the most fun. Decimate. Double Up still seems like the best one. I was thinking Blood Craze might be better with the cooldown reduction we were getting here, but I think being able to mitigate burst damage is going to be much better. Like I said, Mortal Combo is the higher skill version here if you wanted to like really show that you're the dominant Garrosh on the battlefield. But Earthshaker is just a guaranteed stun and incredibly easy to land. Especially with the level 1 upgrade to increase the range. So I would probably go with that, just nice and easy. No fuss. And then Deadly Calm, level 20, I see no reason to ever pick anything else to be... He's stuck in the wall, to be totally honest with you. Just because it's like so much damage mitigation. It did fall off there for a second, but that's still pretty fucking solid. I like that a lot. So I'd recommend something like this. Again, at level 7, you would want to pick to counter whatever's giving you the most trouble. But Into the Fray just sounds fun. You could go for Blood Craze here, I think, if you wanted to. I think Defensive Measures is worth it if you can consistently land shields, though. But realistically, I don't think it's gonna happen. I think it's gonna happen at all. Does Wrecking Ball's stun talent work on ally throw? I don't think so. We can see. Nope. Just the enemy throw. Oh, now you want to stun me. But what I like about his talent tree is that, I mean, you can get a self-cleanse here. You can get a shield here. You could get like you could make the character significantly harder with Mortal Combo. Like he has a lot of options here that I think flow really well into the build. And the body check burst damage possibility, if you wanted to go down that route, seems really cool as well. Seems very cool. I do think that repositioning someone is very, very, very strong in this game. That's basically the whole reason that Stitches exists. That's why Alarak can be so goddamn strong. And I think increasing the range at which you can throw an enemy is not something that should be overlooked. That being said, getting in range to do this is going to be more difficult than it may be looked throughout the course of this damage. Or throughout the course of this, throughout the course of this video. You are sacrificing damage for that, though. A lot of damage for that. Wonder what our burst damage could actually be. Like, if I wanted to go for a full damage build, I think we would still get some of these same talents. So body check, I would probably go Thirst for Battle again.
Choose a talent.
Again, it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter at all. Decimate, double up. We can get a stun here too. Because fuck it, why not? And then Inner Rage. We need to be at 34 damage, or 34 armor. Boom, there we go. So that's the maximum. Once we double it, that'll hit the cat. And we would want to do something like this. Oh, did I get health back? That's not bad. Did I lie about the 34 damage thing? I think I did. Is it 39? I don't know. 38. My bad. My bad, team. My bad. I can't math. Hey, no math good. No math good. I'm sorry. All right, let's try again. So, I mean, 3,000 burst damage with your full kit is pretty high. And that does add some crowd control in too when you hit him with the thing. All right, let's make sure I didn't overlap any cooldowns though. So it's Q E W R D11R. Kinda. That's not bad. That's not bad. A lot of people in chat have been saying this whole time that he doesn't do a lot of damage, but that might be a decent way to get something. It's very, very combo oriented. It feels like you're playing Valera at that point. And you can only really do that once every 40 seconds, or at least the full thing. But even without the full combo, that was still 3,000 damage. So, I like him. I like him. I like that there's options in there for like what your team needs at any given time. I'm level 24. Well, let's set it down to level 20. I mean, it's the same concept.
Choose a talent. Choose a talent. Choose a talent.
We get the cooldown reduction on our W with our auto attack, so we can use that more.
Choose a talent.
Decimate.
Choose a talent.
Double up.
Choose a talent.
We want the stun so they can't move. And then the additional charge. So at level 20, not 24. Go away. Go away. $3,000 burst damage. Tell me he doesn't do damage, bitch! Sorry, I got a little aggressive at chat there. My bad, team. I just don't like it when people see me do something and then tell me it doesn't do something, and then I just do it again, and they'll be like, well, it's just not realistic. You'll never do that in a video game. Alright, that's gonna be it for me today, guys. Hope you enjoyed our long, boring look at Garrosh. Definitely interesting. Like I said, I think his I think a lot of his strength is just going to be repositioning. And that damage combo, I mean, it feels like if you want to do that, you should just play Valera. Honestly. Oh, I didn't do the dance. You guys are right. My bad. My bad. I didn't do the dance. I didn't do the taunt. I didn't do any of the lines. I'm slacking. Okay, I'm slacking. All right. Here you go. Wow, inventive. Groundbreaking even. Woo! Man, how is he that coordinated? I don't understand.
Burn in the fires of my hatred.
Alright. See y'all later. Thank you for watching. If you did enjoy, please be sure to hit the thumbs up button. Subscribe if you're new, and I'll try to record some Dark Souls today to upload on the channel tonight. Okay, bye!